This town's so lame, I'm feeling so wired.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go ahead and clean my daughter's room and get it ready for the beginning of the school year. It's something that I've been meaning to do, get her uniforms all ready and everything, and also just make sure I deep clean her room. I haven't done it in a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and get it done today. I'm starting by getting her curtains and her blankets ready for the washing machine. I tend to do that once a month, but this time I think I let it go for 2 months.
4 a.m., I'm not even tired. We're in your car, we can drive away. Oh yeah, we're almost there. I'm loving this feeling of something new. Just right what I needed. Take me there, we can drive away. Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio.
Right now I'm going ahead and going through her drawers. I do need to make sure that everything in it does still fit and also that everything in it are closed. I tend to find the most weird stuff ever in her drawers and in my son's drawers. They're kids, so they do put a lot of their toys or things like that in their drawers. So I end up having to go through them once every few weeks just to make sure that everything is still closed and also that they're not accidentally have something like a marker that's bleeding into clothes or something like that. Last year I had the drawers divided by everyday clothes as well as uniform clothes, but this year I decided to go ahead and hang up the shirts in the closet as well as the pants, and I'm only leaving the skirts in the drawer. Everything else will be everyday clothes.
Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. A gentle breeze, the night's got a fever, to the moon and back, playing loud in the speakers. You and me, can I marry you right away? Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio.
So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe everything as I go. I know that for example the window, I don't clean it as often as I should, but I am gonna go ahead and clean it today, clean all around the window and the glass and everything, as well as every time I finish something, a drawer or something, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe that down as well. So this school year is a little different because we didn't have as much stuff to go ahead and buy this year, so we did save a little bit of money on that. For some reason during summer I do get a little more laid back on her room and things like that, so it does tend to be more dirty and more dusty when I am cleaning it for school, the beginning of school. And it's just as a refresh, we try and make sure that we go through the clothes for every season, and that includes school. And with kids you never know, so I try and not buy them clothes until I'm within those months. So I probably won't buy for winter clothes up until like October or September, towards the end of September, since they change so much in their height. My toddler doesn't change as much, so he'll be a 4T up until probably closer to March or April, and then he'll turn into a 5T, but he's not even 4 yet. He's gonna turn 4 in February. For her, she's a different size. Obviously she's 8, already gonna be 9, so it's different, and everything fluctuates on girl size even at that age, so she's a different size. But I am trying to go ahead and making sure that everything in her room fits, because we all know with kids you want to make sure that you give them everything handed to them, otherwise it becomes crazy and arguments in the mornings. The good thing is she currently wears uniform to school, so I don't have to worry about what she's gonna wear every day of the week. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the floor, which includes her shoes. She tends to want to have them out in the open so that she could see what she has. I'm not a big fan of that, so I am gonna end up putting them back in the closet. She does eventually need a shoe rack, so I need to go ahead and get that for her. As I'm going through the shoes, I'm also verifying which ones still fit, which ones are in good conditions, and everything, so that I can decide if we're donating or keeping or throwing away. I'm also gonna go ahead and go through her toy box. So her toy box is pretty much her catch-all for her and for my son. They tend to put a bunch of random stuff and trash in the toy boxes. I did actually find juice boxes as well as crumbs and other things in it, so you will also see that. She also has a thing with 4 Barbies right now, so we're gonna go ahead and also see a bunch of Barbie clothes. Some of it was ripped, so I went ahead and just threw it out, and some of them I just went ahead and put it into her dresser, Barbie dresser. I also did clean the actual toy box because it also needed some cleaning, some wiping.
We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. Sleeping in the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. We'll never need a plan. We'll be alright, just you and I. Singing from the top of our lungs, dancing by the lakeside. Gonna do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night.
Since I'm going ahead and vacuuming later on, I am putting everything from the floor up there. I'm also gonna go ahead and start picking up everything from the floor, because as you'll see in a few minutes, it is bad. I did end up finding a lot of stuff in her toy boxes and in her drawers that need to be thrown out or organized. Another thing is I did find a lot of her brother's toys in her toy box, so I need to go ahead and make sure they end up finding their way home. Otherwise, we're gonna have a very angry toddler. But it does go both ways. He does tend to have a lot of her toys in his toy box whenever I clean them out. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing all this, going ahead and making sure I throw away anything that needs to be thrown out, anything that needs to be put away, go ahead and put them away, and then I'll go ahead and start moving on to the next part of her project. Well, it felt like a project. It was a lot of different things going on at the same time, and also reminded me that she's only 8, so when I ask her to clean the room, she might not clean it up to my standards. So I just let her do what she needs to do during the week, but it does remind me that I do need to go ahead and come into this room a lot more often to do a deep clean. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to her closet. She does have quite a bit of stuff in here that needs to go. For example, on these boxes right here, they were on the ground because of it being summer and her being able to access them more quickly. But like this box should be on the top. It is mostly a memory box where I have a bunch of different things memory wise, and then I have a bunch of stuff here in this other box that pretty much expired, so I have to go ahead and make sure I clean those out so that she doesn't actually try using stuff that no longer works. I do need to remember to let her use it more often, or to make it accessible for her more often, because all those things she likes doing, all those kits, but I don't think they were accessible throughout the year, so maybe I need to make them more accessible. So for now, they're gonna go on top of the closet, but as she asked for them, I'm gonna go ahead and move them down. I do think I am gonna end up changing them down somewhere now that I'm looking at the video, or maybe buying a separate organizer for them so that they're right there on her door so that she can access them.
Someday we will look back and our hearts will be whole again. I want to remember all that happened to us, 'cause I wanna drive through the summer night, and when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night, this summer night, this summer night. Oh yeah, this summer night, this summer night, oh, this summer night. You had me at a low, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on her drawer. She does have a bunch of mess in here. I mean, she's 8, so of course she has a bunch of mess in there. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure that all the trash is taken out, drawing that are old and things like that. So as an 8-year-old, you obviously start a lot of paint drawings and paintings and don't actually finish them. So I do keep some of them so that in case she wants to go back to them, but most of them I do end up throwing away. I'm also throwing away a lot of those twisters things, but because they're actually falling apart, so she uses them for pretend jewelry and things like that, even though she does have a bead for jewelry, but she does use them for that, so they do tend to get messed up. I'm also trying to organize her drawers so that I can make sure that everything is organized for her so that it's easy to find. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through both sets of drawers. I have 3 on this side and 3 on the other side, and then go ahead and finish that. I do have to put everything on the top of the dresser into this drawer, so you'll see me organize that.
You can write all the blue.
I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday. I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it.
finished with the dresser and go ahead and wipe everything down, as I went ahead and cleaned the dresser and put everything away, I did make sure that everything that I was taking away from the room, I was putting up in their proper place.
You will see me flying high. I'm staring into your blue eyes.
I'm gonna go ahead and start organizing everything in the bed, and that includes all the clothes that I went ahead and put aside for donations. And then we're almost done with the room, at least the cleaning part, which took forever, or at least it felt like forever.
We don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and save you. Oh, oh. Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime when you're out of time. And you, I got you. You got me, got me. You got me, got me. You got me too. Got me, got me. I've been saving you. You save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need it too? 'Cause I got you.
And you got me too.
Now it's time to go ahead and put everything away, and I'm gonna start putting things back onto the floor and also cleaning the walls, because I don't know if anybody else's kids does this, but my kid put her feet on the wall and ends up being bad. I don't even know what to say about that, but it does. I mean, they go to school all day and then they don't take showers until the night, so it kind of makes them dirty. So I have to clean them and remind her once in a while that don't put your feet on the wall. I also went in and brought all her uniforms and started organizing them. I'm putting all the dresses, the shirts, and the pants up on the closet for her to easily find. And then I'm putting all the skirts in the dresser. And there's only 2 skirts that I brought for now, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put those in the dresser.
This town's so lame, I'm feeling so wired. It's 4 a.m., I'm not even tired. We're in your car, we can drive away. Oh yeah, we're almost there. I'm loving this feeling of something new. Just right what I needed. Take me there, we can drive away. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and put all the clean curtains back on their hanger, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make her bed with her clean sheets. I still don't have her blanket or her comforter ready. It's still in the dryer, so it's just gonna be this for now, and I don't think I actually take it out of the dryer until the following day or the next day. So it stays in the dryer for quite a bit of time. This was a Sunday, so the following day was a Monday, and so I do tend to become just more focused on work and trying to get the kids ready, and then it was the first day of school, so everything was happening at that day. But as long as it's the dryer and not the washer that you leave clothes in, I think it should be fine. I do sometimes have to re-dry some stuff because it is wrinkly. So it just depends. This will complete the room, and I hope you have enjoyed watching the video. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. It does help my channel out, especially since it's a new channel and it is growing. I hope you stick around because I have a bunch of cool stuff coming up for fall, Halloween, and Christmas. Don't forget to go ahead and follow me so that you can go ahead and be here when I do cleaning motivation as well as decorating. This year we have a lot of things going on in the fall. Well, every year, truthfully, since it's our busiest months. But I love decorating for fall. I also love decorating for Halloween. It's a big thing in our house. And we also love decorating for Christmas. I love bringing Christmas into the house. So go ahead and stick around to enjoy all that decorating that we're about to go ahead and do. This is the first year that I'm planning on decorating the outside of the house. So you should hang out around so that you can go ahead and see what we bring into the house this year. Well, the outside of the house, I guess. We are also planning a circus themed birthday party for my daughter. So we're gonna go ahead and have that happening in October, and I'll take you through the whole DIYs and everything I do for that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Have a wonderful day.
Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. Agenda.